Hi guys, it's that time of the month again where I'm doing the monthly favorites. Here are a couple, just a preview of some of my favorite items this month. And I want to say a third of them, it came from this store called 86 shop in Asia. Right now there's a huge trend for very affordable beauty shops, and there are some in US, but it's just not as big as in Asia. So stay tuned. So this is my favorite item this month. It's called Brow Class. Now I got this at one of those really affordable beauty shops in Taipei. It's called 86 shop right here. And it's basically, if you've seen like the Korean version of it, it's called Etude House. And I don't know, I think it's not that big in US yet, but they basically sell this for about 39 NT, which is about like a little bit more than $1. But if you buy it in US, I found it online, it's about $3 to $4. And this is basically what I was looking for, brow stencils. And they have this, I love how they have this line here to help you measure. And they have 3 shapes. This is the one that I'm using right now. Let me show you the other ones. So the second one, I think it was popular before, like more of a higher arch. I was using this before, but I realized this recently the thicker brow is more popular right now. And then the third one I haven't used, but it's really flat and it's really thick, but I'm going to use this later on. So all the instructions is in Korean. I asked one of my Korean girlfriends to translate it for me on Facebook. So basically it just tells you to line up this heart to the middle of your nose and make sure this line is perpendicular to your face, and then just brush your brow powder on. And I usually brush a lighter color to make sure when I take it off, after I brush both sides, and I fill it in with my brow pencil just to make sure it looks right and it's not like crooked. So I really love this, and I recommend everybody to go get this. I think in US, I forgot the name of it, but I'll put the link below. This is about $3 to $4 depending on the store. And the material, you can tell, it's almost like silicone. So I really love this. Next item I really like for this month is this. It's called, the brand is called HanAka. And HanAka. And this is basically a pore strip mask. And the whole thing here is, the character is black right here. And this is a Japanese brand. And the whole thing is basically completely black. So you put it on, it's completely black, and don't freak out. This is actually 50 NT, which is like 50 cents. I haven't so far found it in US, but if I do find the link, I will put it below or put it in my blog. And the reason I like this is all the pore strips I used before, or all these pore masks I've used before. I remember when I pull it off, or I'm waiting for it to dry, and sometimes it just doesn't completely dry if you don't distribute it evenly, and sometimes you have a thicker pouch and you pull it off and that pouch, sometimes that patch is still sticky and you didn't actually completely strip it. This one I felt like sometimes even though I distribute it not as so evenly, it still dries, and when you pull it off you can feel like everything pulling off. It's just, you can feel that feeling. So I feel like this really works for me, and this is only 50 NT for one package. And so I felt like this is like a must try. Like if you try, and make sure you know, put it, maybe sometimes I try a little patch on my arm before I get, before I try my whole face, because I might have allergic reaction, because I actually had an allergic reaction one time to some of the skincare products here. So I really like this. If you guys see this, you can try it. I went and bought like a whole package, and there was like 10 of them. And if you travel a lot or you go to the spa a lot, I think this is really easy for you to go package. You just put this one in one of your little like, spa bags, and then put it in, and then just use it. I go to Korean spas in LA, so sometimes I just put it in in the Korean spa and just kind of lounge around. So this is like perfect for that, Korean spa day girls. So check it out. I forgot to mention, so this and the other brow stencils, I got these both at this store, which is what I mentioned, like the Korean or Japanese affordable beauty shops here in Asia. And in US, I haven't seen these standalone stores yet, because in Taiwan, Taipei, there's I think like 3 or 4 brands competing, and some are from Korea and some are actually local brands, but they're importing the same product. I mean, they're selling the same product, distributing the same product, but they just have different brand names as the standalone store. So in US, I actually don't recognize any brands, but I did find a couple websites. So if so when you see the link below, it won't be from this store. So it'll be from the US online stores. So the next item is called FROWNIEs, and I haven't seen anyone talk about this online, but this is like one of the cult items for dealing with, you know, frown lines, or I call them stress lines, because I actually had stress, like this dark line, deep line, because stress from work, and I had it right here because I think I was frowning all the time at work because I was so stressed out. And then I looked online for solution, and I found this item, and it had really great review. And this thing, when you open it up, it's basically like this. It was so like, I thought this was so crazy that people would buy this, but basically one side of it is like a sticky material. It's kind of like stamps, like it's not sticky until you put water on it, and the other side is just, it's not sticky. And here's an instruction. So for this, they actually ask you to tear it up, and if you tear it up, it looks like this, small patches. And what you do is you put the patch where your frown line is. So before, I actually had the frown line right in the middle right here, and then if you look at it right now, there's no frown lines, right? But previously I had such a huge deep frown line. And what happened is, when I was using this, is that, so basically you put some water on this side, and then you just like stick it right in the middle. Or is it this way? It's right here, like this way. And then what happened was, they said you leave it on for 3 hours. And then, and it's best when you use it at night, so you're sleeping for like 8 hours or 7 hours. At that time I was sleeping actually for 5 hours because it was so stressful at work. And then, so when I was using it at night, I noticed that you would have a lot of facial reactions when you're sleeping. And you don't even know it until you use this, because this actually just sticks on your face. It prevents the muscle around your face right here, or wherever you stick it, from moving. So when I use this, that's when I realized that when you're sleeping, how much your muscles on your face actually moves. And if you're like in a really stressful environment, I think you would, you know, the frown line is caused by, you know, you moving your muscles and scrunching up. And that's why this prevents, I don't know if it prevents, but for me, it actually reversed. So before that frown line, it's no longer here. So I would recommend girls definitely go use this. And I don't remember how much it was, but it's not expensive at all. And you can buy this. I actually bought this out online. I think I've seen it in stores. But I remember the first time I saw it, I didn't even know what it is, and I thought this is like such a ridiculous idea. But then when I went online and I was looking for this solution, what did I do? It upside down. Upside down. And when I use it, I'm like completely amazed, and I turn around and I would recommend people to use this. But this is like something that you have to try to believe, and maybe it's because for me it worked. I'm not sure if it works for everyone. It's just like certain products I like. I don't know if other people like, but for me, this is something I actually haul from Taipei. Like haul from US. I asked my mom to bring it from LA, because just in case I'm really stressed out, I would use this. So if you're in a stressful environment, definitely get this to prevent that frown line. So the next item I've been using a lot this month is this Physician Formula's correcting powder, and it's tag free, mineral wear, and I've been using it so much that I almost don't even think about it. Like, I didn't even think about that it's my favorite because it's just like one of my essentials. Originally when I was using before I was using this, I actually used one of their kind of like their liquid. It was actually 3 different color, one green, one yellow, one I forgot the other color, and it's basically the same idea, but I don't like the liquid. I prefer the powder. And after the powder, after I use this, I immediately just use one of those summer facial powder to keep it on. And if you use BB cream, I don't think I would recommend you use this, because this might, like, if you're using powder and then you're using this and then you're using BB cream, it might just like completely smear it. Like, I actually have a lot of red marks around here, but you can't tell because of this, and it just covers really well. So I'll show you how it applies. Now I'm applying it to my hand with my Real Technique brushes. I don't think you'll see much difference because I don't have acne on my hand, but I have acne on my face, so that's why I don't think you can see that much of a difference here. But this is still one of my favorites, and it's always like I keep buying it, I reorder it. So after this, I would use Physician Formula's Healthy Wear. This is the, let's say, the Healthy Wear SPF 50, and this one is a lot stickier. So this one, it looks like this, and it has an application sponge right here, but there's no holes here, so it doesn't really breathe. And this one is much, I want to say it's heavier coverage. It's much heavier coverage. And this one is a little bit sticky, and sometimes when I use this, I realize it covers so well that I almost look like a mannequin. So this one, if you use this, you definitely have to use a blush. But I still like this. I've been using this all summer. So if you're someone that doesn't like using powder, I would recommend this. This is the Canovo Media BB cream, and like my mom has really dry skin, so she actually prefers BB cream. And this just, because in Taiwan it's like, this is the pore cover, so it's like supposed to minimum your pores. I remember this has like SPF 15 or something, and my mom like prefers something that has a bit cover, like a little bit coverage, and you just need a little, you don't need that much, and that's why I like it. This one, it's pretty light, but because in Taipei it's so humid, you kind of sweat it off immediately. So if you're someone that doesn't like powder, then I would recommend you to use this. And in Taipei there's like really just 3 colors. So you know how like in US there's like 50 colors. You try to find the right shade and it takes forever. So if you're Asian and you come to Taipei, definitely try and buy BB cream, because you know it's really hard for you to get the wrong shade here. Like there's only 3 colors, and I just picked the one in the middle and it works for me. And I like how it's not completely, like, it's not heavy coverage, because I like some of my natural color coming through, even though I might have some redness. I still like it. So this one I recommend. So the last thing I want to recommend is the lock cutting shampoo. That previous video that I said it stink like hell, I wouldn't use it. So here's a shot of it. I'm eating my own words. So it still stinks like hell, but because I have really, like, because of the weather here, like I sweat a lot and I had a lot of problem with my scalp, and I think I needed something to clean my scalp. Now this shampoo is supposed to be hydrating. It's not hydrating for your hair, but it has like 5 essential oils that I think it helped my scalp. So it doesn't really, for me, it didn't do what it promised, but it actually helped me in the other problem I had. So I want to say for this month, it's my favorite. I finished it and I forgot to keep the bottle. I threw it away. I think the two previous videos, I think I did mention that I changed my mind. I like it. I don't like the conditioner at all, but I do like the shampoo. So if you have some kind of like oily scalp or hair, I think I recommend you to try this shampoo. But this one, I think it's like $30 per bottle, and I think I'm gonna put the link below. And I've been reading a lot of Asian magazines here, and I noticed there's another shampoo that's also about oil, some kind of one essential oil though, and then it's like, I think it's like half the price. So I'm gonna try that and see whether or not that is better than this shampoo. This I did notice after I wash it, my hair is actually dry and I need to use like heavy conditioner. So this shampoo really did not deliver on what it promised, but it actually solved my current headache with my scalp. So I hope you like this video, and you guys comment below if you have anything that you've seen that you liked, or if you're curious about some of the other products that you're wondering where else I can get it in Asia, or actually if you find other brow stencils that's different brand that I can buy online when I get back to LA, please comment below and let me know, because right now I only found these 3 shapes, and I wonder if there's other shapes out there, because right now the Korean brow is really hot. So comment below if you have any questions, or you have any comments, or you have any recommendations, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!